and welcome to my thinking tent. I do all my best thinking late at night, underneath the stars. Thanks for joining me here. Megan should be here soon too. You might remember last week I was thinking about joining a new sailing crew. I've been sailing for a really long time, but I've never done it on a big sailboat with a crew. I wasn't sure I would want to join the crew because being part of a crew would be so different and having a coach would be really different too. But you and Megan reminded me that I have been part of a crew before. Jesus' crew. As I've listened to his teaching and served alongside others in my church and at the Cubby house. I find great joy in being with my church community and getting to know them. That's why I'm thinking of something to do together with my new crew to help us get to know each other better too. So that's why I'm here in my thinking tent. I'm trying to think of what to invite my new crew to do together. What do you like to do with your friends? That sounds like tons of fun.
Tons of fun? What's tons of fun?
Oh, well, our friends were just telling me what they like to do with their friends.
Oh, have you figured out what you're going to invite your new crew to do?
Not yet, but sleeping in my trusty thinking tent will help. Thanks for coming, by the way.
Oh, thanks for having me. Now, I've brought a notebook and some sticky notes and things to write ideas down.
Oh, thanks, but that's not how it works in the thinking tent.
Oh, how does it work?
Oh, it's easy. We just go to sleep, and then I will wake up with an idea. Then we can talk through if we think it's a good idea or not.
Oh, okay. Well, talk to you in the morning then.
Oh, no, it won't take that long.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'll probably wake up in a few minutes or an hour or something with my first idea.
Then you can write it down in the notebook.
Nah, I'll just wake you up.
Oh, really? Can't we just talk about it in the morning?
Well, no, because if my idea isn't very good, then we need to fall back asleep to get another idea.
Oh, okay, but I must warn you, I'm a pretty deep sleeper. It might be hard to wake me up.
That's okay. I'm sure our friends here will help me wake you up. Well, good night, everyone. Sweet thinkings.
Good night.
Got an idea. Let's wake up Megan. Maybe yell, wake up Megan on the count of 3. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Megan! Oh, I've had an idea.
Oh, what's your idea?
Okay, so we'll all go surfing.
Oh, do you know how to surf?
Oh, not very well.
Does anyone else on your crew know how to surf?
I don't know. Try again.
All right.
Got another idea. This time, maybe we could sound like a rooster to wake Megan up. Everybody crow like a rooster on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Oh, is it morning already? I heard a rooster.
No, I've had another idea.
Oh. What is it?
So we could all go away on holiday to like a Big 4 resort park.
Oh, are you gonna pay for that for everyone?
Oh, there are quite a lot of us. Let's try again.
All right.
I've got a great idea this time. Maybe we could wake Megan up with an earthquake. Everybody make an earthquake!
Oh my goodness, there's an earthquake, everyone run!
It's okay, I had another idea.
Oh.
We could all learn kickboxing together.
Oh, do you know how to kickbox?
No.
Oh, I was actually just dreaming about a song with kickboxing in it. But maybe you should think of something that you might already all know how to do. Like what are you good at?
More thinking.
Oh, I do hope I dream about that song again. Such a good song.
Hey City Kids! Brenton here, along with my good friend Megan.
Hey Brenton, hey City Kids.
How are you doing today, Megan?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. So good to be here together. And we're going to sing a worship song today, aren't we, Megan?
Yeah, that was my plan.
I'm going to be singing and playing, but Megan's going to be doing some dance moves? Is that right? Now, Megan, this is going to be a really fun song. Do you have anything fun to wear?
Oh, I think I do. Ready?
What have you got?
What about this?
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Is that fun enough?
That is so good. Kids, if you've got anything fun at home to wear, you should push pause now and go grab it. Or, can you do something else? What else could you do?
Oh, you could just shake your hair and give it some like bed head, make it kind of curly and crazy like mine. I think that's fun.
That's awesome. We should do that. Okay, so this first song is called Look to the Lord. Now, it's based off a passage in Psalm 105 verse 4, which says, "Look to the Lord and his strength, seek his face always." And the chorus goes just like that. We're just going to sing those words. So we're going to practice it first. Megan's going to show us the dance moves, so make sure you watch Megan. And we'll start right now. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Okay, here it goes. Ready? Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Now, the kapow's a really fun part, but what's key is you've got to get your leg as high as you can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, and don't kick anyone around you.
Yes, do not kick anyone around you. Okay, let's try it again. Ready?
All right.
Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. That was great! You guys did good. Now,
Fantastic.
this is the tricky part. We're going to sing out some times of the day that you can pray to God, and we're going to have to make those times with our hands. So make sure you watch Megan really closely. Okay, here it goes. Ready? At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Yeah!
I did it!
You did it! You did great!
You did well too.
All right, I reckon we should start the song.
Sounds good.
And we're going to sing some verses as well, so sing along and watch Megan for the dance moves. That's going to be a great song. Are we ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. Ready? Look to the Lord. Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Yeah! Good job! Okay, we can seek him. We can seek him by praying. Our Father, who is in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We can look to his strength when we're afraid, or nervous, or shy, or scared. Oh! We can pray to him any time of day, in the morning, in the afternoon, or late at night. We can always trust God, and so we say, scream it out, so we say, look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. Look to the Lord and his strength. Kapow! Seek his face always, always. At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Yeah! All right, let's sing it again. Ready? We can seek him by praying. We can seek him by praying. Our Father, who is in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We can look to his strength when we're afraid, or nervous, or shy, or scared. Ah! We can pray to him any time of day, in the morning, in the afternoon, or late at night. We can always trust God. Kapow! See his face always, always. At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Yeah! Let's do the times again, yeah?
Okay.
Pretty fun. At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Yeah! Maybe one more time?
All right.
Here we go. At 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, at 2:25, at 9:15. Yeah! Well done!
Well done.
Well done, kids. I hope you had a good time. I love worshiping with you, and we will see you again soon. Bye!
Bye.
Okay, this time I had the absolutely perfect idea. What I can do is, we're good at sailing, right? So everybody can come and watch me be really good at sailing, and then they'll know that they can trust me to be part of their crew. Genius. I don't think we need to wake Megan up this time. That was definitely the best idea. See you in the morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry that your thinking tent didn't help you come up with the perfect idea.
Oh, it did. In fact, it was so perfect that I didn't even need to wake you up to discuss it.
Oh, really? What are you going to invite your crew to do?
Well, you told me to think of something that I was good at, which is sailing. So I was also thinking about last week how we talked about putting my crewmates first. So I wanted them to know how good I am at sailing so that they can count on me as a good crewmate.
That's right. Last week we talked about how being on Jesus's team or crew means we are to think differently. We don't put ourselves first, but instead we put God first and others second and ourselves last. Great idea to think of all going sailing together.
Well, no, actually I wanted them to know how good I am at sailing. So they're going to watch me sail so they can see how good I am in every area of sailing. Then, when they think of their own sailing abilities, they can tell me how I can help them to improve. I really want them to know that I'm here to help them and to put them first.
I'm not really sure that's a great idea.
Really? I think they will love knowing that I'm really great at sailing and that I can help them to be a better sailing crew with all my strengths and knowledge.
Honestly, it seems a little bit selfish. You're just inviting them to come see how good you are.
But I am good. They should know how good I am at things.
Well, actually, Jesus talks about this in the next part of the Sermon on the Mount.
Ooh, I think I have my Bible somewhere in this tent. Maybe we should all go grab our Bibles and get ready to learn together.
Great, found mine. Go find yours. Welcome back, and we are going to be looking in our Bibles at Jesus' teaching, how he teaches his disciples and many other people in what we call the Sermon on the Mount.
Now, it's called that because Jesus is teaching on a mountainside, right? Not because he's talking about mountains.
Well, yes, he is teaching while sitting on a mountainside with many people gathered around to hear. But in this passage, he does talk about a hill. Last week, we talked about how Jesus had formed this new team or crew, and he was teaching them that as part of this team, they were going to have to live differently.
Oh, yes. He was telling them that the world says to live one way, but I say to live like this.
Yep. The world says you can do everything on your own, but can you remember what Jesus said we should live like?
Jesus said, "Blessed are those who know that they need a savior."
Yes. The world also says you have to be strong.
But Jesus said, "Blessed are the people who know that they are weak, but God is strong."
Exactly. The world also tells us to get as much money and power as possible. Well, what does Jesus say?
Jesus says to be generous and gentle to others. It seems like Jesus is saying live very quiet, caring lives, not trying to be the most important person or the best in the crew. Is that why I shouldn't invite the crew to come and see that I'm such a good sailor? Do I just pretend not to be good so that my crewmates look better?
Well, the next thing Jesus says is really important. He says in Matthew 5, verse 14, "You are the light that gives light to the world. A city that is built on a hill cannot be hidden, and people don't hide a light under a bowl. They put the light on a lampstand. Then the light shines for all the people in the house."
So I'm supposed to be the star of the crew.
Well, God has given us all different talents and giftings, and we should use them to make God look good, not ourselves. If we live for Christ, we glow like lights, showing others what Christ is like. We don't want to hide our light by being quiet while we should speak, or hide our light by going along with what the crowd's doing, or having our light being hidden by sin. We should be lights, sharing our light with others and caring for the other people who have needs. Jesus continues in saying this in verse 16. "In the same way, you should be the light for other people. Live so that they will see the good things you do. Live so that they will praise your Father in heaven." I love that you want to share your sailing skills to help your others, crewmates. But I'm worried it might just be showing off more than helping them. It also makes it seem like sailing is the most important thing. Maybe you could think of something that cares for your crewmates in a different way. Something that makes God look good, not yourself.
Yes. I really did want them to know how good I was at sailing, but I do want to care for my new crewmates.
Maybe you could invite them for a play at your house. Get to know them, or maybe instead of sailing tips, maybe you might want to invite a friend to play, see if they need anything, see if you can listen to them when bad things happen, or share the good news about Jesus with them.
I think getting to know them and inviting the new crew over, the Awaken, over to my house for a play is a great way to connect and care for my new crewmates, and hopefully make God look good instead of me.
You are such a great friend. I'm sure that the new crew of the Awaken will be very blessed by getting to spend more time with you. I'm sure you will care for them just like Jesus cared for others.
Frank will love it too. Thanks. I think it might be good to take some time to get used to making God look good instead of me.
I feel the same way. It's not the easiest way to live how Jesus teaches us to live, but it's the right way to live.
Is that the end of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount?
Nope. We have a lot more to learn from Jesus about what it looks like to be a light in this world, shining God's light, and how to live as part of Jesus' team.
Or crew.
Oh, well, I'm sure we will want to get on to inviting your crew over, but we should say goodbye to our Cubby House crew first.
Thanks again for joining us in my thinking tent today. I love learning about Jesus with you guys.
We'll see you next week back at the Cubby House. Bye.
In the Cubby House, it's time for fun.